You ever been working in your shop and you're doing something and you get sidetracked and completely forget about what you were doing and start working on something else? Yeah, it happens every now and then. It happened to me today. I had something I want to share with you I'm kind of excited about. So I got up today, come out in the shop, and I wanted to work on my 1¼ arbor that I recently got from Ben. And I've got her polished up, put in the lathe, and there was some dings and stuff on it I had to kind of file and polish. But you know, as I showed you, I was missing the spacers here, and I had a few around here just kind of floating around. So I got a cabinet down there next to the drill press with all kind of old stuff in it. So I was digging through that cabinet trying to find some more of these loose spacers for the arbor. And when I was digging through there, I found something. I found this piece right here. And when I first grabbed it and moved it to the side, it didn't dawn on me what it was. And then I looked at it again, I said, I know what the hell that thing is. That's the clamp that I'm missing off of my float lock vise. Several months ago, I showed you, I think it was whenever I brought the Coke machine down here, I had brought some other stuff from my old shop, and I had two of those old float lock vices. And it's missing, they were both missing the clamp. So today I got lucky and actually stumbled across one of these things. So what I did is that I immediately went over to the float lock and I pulled it out and I started playing with it. So here's the float lock here, and it actually looks completely different now than what it did about an hour ago. I decided to go ahead and take the thing completely apart and get it working again and use it, since I had found the clamp that goes on here. So it was completely froze up, had a lot of rust on it. The jaws wouldn't move, this wouldn't move. The screw here for the top jaw wouldn't move. So I got it all apart, and I polished the rod real good. Got inside here in the keyway and wire brushed that, got all the rust out of it. I soaked this in some WD-40, soaked this in WD-40, and I got everything working again. And it works beautifully. Let's see. Pull that little pin, and you can adjust the moving jaw here to where you want it at. And then your top jaw here, this is the one that you tighten up. You've got about 5/8 of travel here that once you get it set up, get your piece in here, you can tighten it up here. But I was just really excited about this because whenever Tom Lipton had showed that float lock that he had bought, I believe at an estate sale or something, that was like pristine, brand new, never even been used. And he showed it, and then it showed me what these were, because I'd never used them before. So I was really, really excited once I found this clamp. So I decided to get it all cleaned up, and it works. And you know, this is a really cool tool that is probably overlooked and not respected enough, really. So when I was cleaning this thing up, my idea was to maybe take it to work and use it, because I've got another drill press down there that's got a lot bigger table on it. And one of my other co-workers, he uses it quite a bit to drill holes in plates and stuff. He's always building little brackets. But I actually mounted this up on my little Powermatic down there, and I think it will serve useful. So I'll probably just keep it here and use it. But I'm really happy this thing is working really good now. And I've got the other one sitting here too, because I told you I've got two of them. And here's the other one. And this is the kind of condition that this other one was in before I even touched it. So I've got to basically do the same thing to this, is to get some penetrating oil down in these things and get it apart, get everything cleaned up and loose and working again. And I'm hoping that I'll luck out and find the other clamp mixed in with all my other stuff one day. And if not, I'll just have to build one. There's really nothing to it. You can take some steel and make that clamp. It's really simple. So there's another one that one of these days I'll get to. So I know that Tom and Chuck, because Tom had actually given the float lock to Chuck, and Chuck's used it. But what I'll do is I'm going to come down here to Powermatic and actually set it up and show the guys that maybe have not seen this work. We'll just do a quick little setup to show how quick and easy and useful this tool can be. Okay, I hope you guys can see this good. It's about the best shot I got for you. So here is the clamp that clamps to the drill press table, and I've taken the nut off, so you just stick that down through your slot. I've got a washer and a nut that'll come up underneath here and tighten up. Okay, so you can move this thing around. It'll pivot on this clamp block right here. You see, you tighten this one down and it's there, it's rigid. But whenever you set up, you keep it loose, and we'll it's got some steps in here in the jaws, and mine are not in as good condition as the one that Chuck had, that Tom gave him. So we'll just take this little piece of flat bar, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the jaws here. Okay. And I'm going to tighten this top jaw here so it's tightened up, and then you come down and do your centering up on your plate, or however you got to do it, you know. Once you get it where you want it, just tighten this clamp here, and it tightens up on the bar and pulls this down tight also against the table. So you gotta tighten down on it. But I mean, I'm out here pulling on this thing, but you know, to do some light drilling and stuff, this is excellent. So once you get it set up where you want it, you got multiple parts here. You can take it out, stick your next piece in there, and snug it up and go to drilling. Very neat. It's also got a V-notch in here for doing round parts. So I'm going to loosen it up. Okay. Tighten it up on the in the V-notch there. So there's your round. So you could set this up, get it set up and centered up however you need to there, and then clamp this baby down, and then there you go. Pull it out and drop another one in here and do some more drilling. So there's my little review on the float lock. I'm really excited that I got this thing fixed now, so I'm planning on probably just leaving it down here by the drill press and put it to use. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing that.